I'm speechless. I am absolutely. I don't. What was he thinking? What was Mike Mondo thinking?
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I just got back from taking Danny, my dear friend Danny Davis, to the back. He didn't say a hell of a lot, but he did say one thing. He would speak to this. It may be next week, but he will speak to this. This will not stand. Danny Davis will have a major announcement in regards to what we just saw here in the ring. We may have to wait the next week to find out what it is, but I'll tell you right now, I've known Danny for many, many, many years. This will not stand.
All right, Dean. All right, Dean. We got it. I know you're upset. Is he okay?
He's a tough old bird. That's who's looking at your sister? I'm sorry, she's this. Who the heck is this?
She's accusing you of making googly eyes.
Following is a women's tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Nashville, Tennessee, Smothers' Twisted Daughters, Isabel Smothers and Jessie Belle Smothers.
I mean, it's kind of hard to stay focused on what's happening in the ring or the match at hand. These are the Smothers' Twisted Daughters. It's Jessie Belle Smothers and Isabel Smothers, the illegitimate children of Tracy Smothers from Nashville.
And Wild Eyed Country Boy, and here comes the fan favorites, the Blossoms. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be obviously distracted by what has happened to Danny in the ring.
And their opponents from Manchester, England, the team of Hannah and Holly Blossom.
Yeah, I've seen Danny in struggles over the years. I've seen him get hit by big men, but a set of brass knucks that short, that focused, right to that spot above the eye. I mean, his entire eye was potentially in jeopardy.
I was right there. when it happened. I had no idea that Mondo had that in him. I mean, he snapped. He lost his mind.
I can speak from experience. I've been here better than 15 years, and I've had more than my share of differences with Danny Davis. We have not seen eye to eye hardly ever, and I think it's safe to say I don't particularly like him, and I know he particularly doesn't like me. But I know my boundaries, and you do not put your hands on Danny Davis, not to mention what the hell Mondo just pulled out here, and I don't know what Sam hell he was thinking.
Talk about crossing the line. He just crossed the line the size of Dixie Highway.
That's the sickest line of disrespect that I think I've ever seen. I mean, you have Danny Davis. Mondo's the OVW champion. He would be nothing without Danny Davis. He got his start here. He ascended up to the WWE here, and he is back here now, all because of Danny Davis. What? Why? Why would he do something like that?
We do have a cover in the ring. One.
Normally, this is my kind of match. This is what I want to see is four hot little ladies in the ring, but you're right, Dean. It is kind of hard to focus after
if we find out any more about Danny's condition, we will bring you an update as soon as possible. But he did say one. I was getting up, I was walking away, and we got to cover. 1, 2.
Oh, I can imagine he's steaming mad.
I was walking back out here, and he reached up and grabbed me and pulled me back in and said, "You let them know that this will not stand. I will have something to say about this." And knowing Danny as I do, I can only imagine. Well, I can just only imagine.
If Mondo's got any sense, I mean, he's certainly out of the building, and if he's got any sense, he shouldn't show up here next week. I mean, you do not do that.
Right now, Hannah and Holly having their way with the Smothers Twisted Daughters.
Normally, the Smothers Twisted Daughters like to have their way with. Not always a bad thing with them.
You know something serious has happened in the ring when Kenny Bolin can't even stay focused on a match like this.
It's normally my highlight of the night.
Now, I do have some trouble telling the Blossoms apart. Let's turn our attention to what's happening.
Dean's got a trick. I've never been able to do it.
But I do know that is Isabel Smothers. Is this a cover or a choke here?
Isabel and Jezebel, is that who they are?
Isabel and Jessie. Isabel, the bigger of the two. Jessie,
I've known Tracy Smothers for many years, and I know he spread his seed far and wide. And I hear that it's 100% without a doubt these two passed a blood test, and they are Tracy Smothers' daughters.
They have different mothers. But yes.
Well, you think Tracy was ever with the same woman twice?
Whoa. Look at that.
I don't think Tracy was ever sober enough to be with the same woman twice.
Oh, he got a cover. 1, 2. You want me to make that announcement?
What do you got?
Oh, okay.
What do you got?
The paramedics have arrived into the back. They're taking a look at Danny. I believe they have him setting up right now, but they're putting a compress on him. They're still taking a look at the damage, the potential damage to the eye. Hopefully everything's okay, but we'll try to let you know what we know when we know it. But right now the focus is just on the fact that Mike Mondo has crossed a line that may very well change the rest of his wrestling career.
Well, let's call facts what they are. Mondo's been hitting everybody out here with them damn brass knucks, especially Moose Thomas.
He got Compton before that.
Well, he got Compton and especially Moose Thomas. And those are young men. Those are professional athletes. Danny Davis has been retired for a long time. He's practically a senior citizen.
And that's what the whole purpose was for me calling Mondo out to the ring. He said, get the knucks from Mike Mondo.
Hit
Very
a
simple
senior
test.
citizen in the head with a damn pair of brass knucks. How big a man you got to be to do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, your
And my apologies to the girls. We didn't really give them all of our attention.
Well, the Blossom's victorious in this match over Smothers Twisted Daughters. We will let you know more, any update that we can about the condition of Danny Davis as the night goes on. And let's don't forget Paradise and Ali in the TV title. The main event will be coming up later in this show.